took the edge off. Breathe deep and move. I'll give it a shot. Out of sight, out of mind.
Oh, lovely little pick-me-up.
One day I'll catch a break. Wish I had a bag of holding.
Magic mirror. You've read all about them, but never seen one up close before. The magic is old and wavering, but you recognize it. The mirror is a thinking lock, hiding some secret. The face is crafted to be pleasing, but the personality is just a reflection of the wizard that created it.
Speak your name. I do not know this name. If you are known to my master, step forward and declare yourself an ally. I think not.
Next time's the charm. Next time's the charm.
Declare it. Only a true ally of Ilintoth may pass. What think you of the Zolkir known as Zastan?
You recognize the name, of course. Anyone that knows of the Red Wizards would. Zastam is a powerful lich that rules the land of Thay. He drove many Red Wizards out of their ancestral home.
A poor choice. You will be purged.
Quite the welcome.
Declare it. Only a true ally of Ilintoth may pass. What think you of the Zolkir known as Zastan?
You recognize the name, of course. Zastam is a powerful lich that rules the land of Thay.
A poor choice. You will be. If you are his ally, step forward and declare it. Only a true... What think you...
You recognize Zastam as a powerful lich that rules the land of Thay. He drove many Red Wizards out of their ancestral home.
You are no Zolkir, but are you wise? Tell me, why might one use balsam ointment? Acceptable, finally. If you could see anything in me, what would it be? Weak. A poor choice. If you are his ally, step forward. Only a what thing?
You recognize Zastam as a powerful lich.
You are nose. Tell me, why might one use balsam? A poor choice.
Zastam is a powerful lich that...
You tell me. A poor choice. You will be purged.
What a charmer. Looky!
You are not. If you are his ally, step forward and declare it.
Let's get going. Never wanted the easy path.
A well-guarded laboratory. What were they hiding down here?
Better not be cursed.
Trap. This place is more dangerous than I thought.
A young cave bear, killed and stuffed before its teeth were fully grown.
What are you thinking about?
Go ahead. I'm listening. The very same. Karsus was perhaps the most powerful wizard that ever lived. The child who would be a god, the elves called him. And he tried. With a spell of his own devising, he endeavored to usurp in one fell swoop the power of the goddess of magic. Mistral, she was called then. Imagine what it must have felt like. To be a god. To know yourself, to be untouchable. To be mistaken. As Karsus aimed his spell at her, she began to unravel. And with her, the entire weave. Too late did he realize what he had unleashed. It would have been the end of everything had not Mistral sacrificed herself. The goddess of magic is all magic. By dying, the entire weave was lost, and the spell that challenged a god failed. It was the end of Mistral, the end of Karsus, and the end of an entire civilization. As the child who would be a god was turned to stone, his empire came crashing down around him. The floating cities of Netheril were no more, an event that came to be known as Karsus's folly. Quite so. Now, so many centuries later, I try to follow in the footsteps of Karsus. Not to destroy Mistra, but to prove my love for her. Try to control only a fraction of the magic that was unleashed that fateful day. I merely sought to return one tiny diamond to an imperfect crown. Gale's folly, one might call it. History, repetition. It's the way things go. If it should ever come to that, if I ever know I am no longer able to stop it, I will do anything I can to ensure no one but me pays for my mistakes. I will find the remotest place on the surface of Faerun, or perhaps far below in the depths of the Underdark. I will await that death, alone. I promise I will not betray your trust. You kept me by your side despite the menace that I am. If worst comes to worst, I will be long gone before the curtain falls.
No traps, please.
Defender of the people.
salutations.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Go ahead. I'm listening. I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it. I'll be here in the meantime, idling away the hours.
camp life seems to suit the young owlbear. His coat of feathers seems fuller. His eyes look bright and inquisitive.
Well met. I think that unknowable powers come with unknowable consequences. I can't say I'm not curious, but once you've taken a lithid by the talon, there's no telling how deep into the abyss it might drag you. I appreciate where you're coming from. Truly, I do. But these parasites are quite literally illithid weapons of war. And I'm not so certain they won't be turned against us upon consuming them.
Are you sure? The blade stands at the ready. And just when things were warming up.
May the darkness protect you. Wouldn't you be in my place? If there's even the slightest chance that Shah worshippers remain within our reach, we should try and find them. Even if they're all long gone, and that seems quite likely from what we know, who knows what they may have left behind for us to use? My people are nothing if not resourceful. As long as I've prayed to Lady Shah, I've wished to serve her as a dark justiciar. There is scarcely a greater way to fully dedicate yourself to Lady Shah, save perhaps if you become the head of her church. To become a dark justiciar is to become the Night Singer's sword arm, her implement with which she will cast down the unbelievers and win the final battle to restore her perfect, endless darkness. It's all I ever wanted. I prayed it was my calling. But Mother forbid me from seeking to prove myself worthy of the rank. She said I was not ready. Not my mother, I should add. The Mother Superior, head of Lady Shah's enclave in Baldur's Gate. Sometimes I wonder if she would ever deem me ready. I owe her everything, and I only wish to serve, yet she can prove inscrutable. I don't know. Perhaps if I succeed in my mission and reach Baldur's Gate. Hope has little place amongst Lady Shah's children. It's an illusion, a distraction. But for this, I hope my time will yet come. Fine. What's on your mind? How are you holding up? Don't be so modest. I can't remember the last time I met someone like you. Perhaps I never did. And never will again. I suppose some would commend our actions. Goblins would have razed that whole place to nothing if it weren't for us. No excuse to rest on our laurels, though. We've still got our own problems to contend with. On one hand, they seem useful. But on the other hand, or perhaps perhaps tentacle before long, we know where they're coming from and what lies at the end of that path. I never expected ceremorphosis to be tempting. I think we should resist these powers. There's simply too many unknowns for us to risk it. I see it as more a case of wisely avoiding a potential threat. My mind is set. Lady of Sorrows, guide us. Did you want something? All right, some company wouldn't hurt on the road, especially if there's trouble.
You wish to speak? I studied one up close. Closer than most would care to be to those things. A drow attacked me and I defended myself. Afterwards, I was able to examine the tadpole that emerged. Hideous, but fascinating. Like nothing else in nature, I'm glad to say. Well, there's hardly anyone left to share the responsibility with. Few who witnessed the fall of Moonrise still draw breath. What Ketheric Thorm unleashed is not something that nature can undo by itself. I must do what I can. I studied the Shadow Curse for years, but to truly understand it and stop it, I must reach its source. Perhaps, but we'll need to get closer before I can put my theory into practice. Put it from your mind for now. Once we near the curse, then there will be more to be said. There are few things that are too strong for me. And cast those regrets aside. You did not get caught up in the moment. You seized it. In other circumstances, I would have done the same. Perhaps. But best to not dwell on nights past. There are plenty more yet to come. With such stimulating company, never better. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Looking at something? The only benefit to a mirror when you have my condition, it doesn't quite make up for the lack of a reflection, mind you. Preening in the looking glass? Petty vanity? Of course I miss it. I've never even seen this face. Not since it grew fangs and my eyes turned red. I don't know. I can't remember. My face is just some dark shape in my past. Another thing I've lost. What? I want to know what the world sees when it looks at me. What you see. Oh, go on. Very good. Now just tell me I'm beautiful and we can call it a day. How dare you? I thought we had something special. Still, you're nice too. I better get some beauty sleep. It seems I need it if I'm to catch up with the competition. I hear you did the deed. How was your little romp? You filthy devil! I'm shocked. I thought the two of you would just flop about like dying fish and then call it a night, but no. Shows me. But you're not here to gossip. What can I do for you? Darling, I thought you'd never ask. Lead on.
Nothing. Both animals look fine. Scratch's tail wags furiously. These two have become firm friends. Nothing. Both animals look fine, watching you expectantly.
Don't linger. A crooked touch. A trap.
Looks like
Someone
a trap
doesn't
there.
like visitors.
The book is locked tight with no visible keyhole, only an oval recess in the cover's mouth. You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the more those piercing amethyst eyes draw you in. You feel the darkness radiating from the book. It's delicious.
Curious. Why don't you take a closer look? I'll observe from back here.
Please don't open the creepy book.
Irresistible. You feel changed, bettered for having opened it. Suddenly you are capable of anything. Felling mountains, darkening suns, conversing with the dead. Glyphs shift gently before your eyes. Words slip into your mind, onto your lips, forming words you don't understand. And something is trying to reply.
Well, quite the page turner. I'll get back to it when I have more time to focus. Certainly.
can't give up now.
A curious ornate box. Its many sides are engraved with indecipherable glyphs. No openings you can see, yet you sense something inside it.
There's something about it, isn't there? Can an object have magnetism?
The book refuses to open. For you, at least.
How much further can I go? Always room for more. Let's see what this does.
Keep your distance, darling.
You feel its connection, its longing to be opened, to share its secrets. You open the book to the first page, with its shifting glyphs and strange whispers. All you can see are those symbols. All you can hear are the whispers. There is nothing else. The world around you is gone. You can only see those glyphs. Only hear those voices. You feel claws moving in the shadows, They pull at you, dragging you closer. The glyph screams, searing your mind. You feel lost, tossed in a sea of arcane power you can neither control nor comprehend. The book snaps closed. You've seen too much. What profane knowledge is now seared inside of you you should never have known.
Subtle steps,